What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Kakashi, the Dragon Sage, and I'm bringing you What If Naruto Was Shisui's Little Brother, Part 6, the end of Season 1. Now, obviously, since it says the end of Season 1, there's going to have to be a goal for Season 2 to come a little bit later. The goal for Season 2 will be the goal for Season 2 to come out in a few weeks, or in like next week, because I have a really good series coming up. I'm gonna try to end most of my series in like either one or two videos. So for the next Shishui's Little Brother series, this video has to get 100 likes. This video gets 100 likes, and by the end of tonight, I'll drop the next season next week. But yeah. So keep in mind I'm trying to wrap up all of my series so that I can start on new ones. I have some pretty good video ideas. Anywho, let's get into it. So we go to Naruto. We're gonna say he just woke up, as he has been known as the hero of the village, or the new protector of the village. Not even the Hokage, something that's even more like has to protect him more. Anyways, as Naruto gets up, he looks into the mirror. He looks at his red Renegon with Tomos in it. As he's like, "Am I a freak? No, I can't be a freak. I really don't know what this is." As he's confused. I mean, he's not confused, but like he knows what it is. It's just like he doesn't know how he got it. He combined like 3 legendary Mangekyo Sharingans together and got that. As Naruto's like, "Oh yeah." And then Kurama says, "Oh yeah, you almost forgot about the Renegons, didn't you?" As Naruto's like, "Yeah, I completely almost forgot." As he goes to get Nagato's Renegon, because I'm gonna end this series on some some cliffhanger power type stuff. But yeah, obviously Naruto injected Senju cells inside of him when he had the EMS, therefore he'll have the Renegon. So he grabs Nagato's 2 Renegons and pulls out his right eye. I'm just making Naruto overpowered, bro, because I really don't know what else to do with this series. But season two will be lit. I'll actually put some like more effort into that one instead of just making like random things. But anyway, so as he takes out his right eye, he holds 3 Renegons in his eyes. Just he's wondering what's gonna happen if he combines all of them together. As Kurama says, "You ready, kid?" As they both put their hands together. As in they close their eyes. As Kurama's chakra goes into it, because Kurama has the chakra of a Otsutsuki, because he is the Hagoromo's son. As he sit there for a good, let's say about 1 minute, he looks at the eye, as it was one eye, but this eye was blue, as it had several tomos in it. As Naruto's like, "Man, I'm about to be a..." As then he puts the thing in his eye. As it was a Renegon with several tomos, but as he did this, his left eye, the eye that had the red, went away, and it was his regular eye. As Naruto's like, "Wait, what?" As then he puts chakra into it, and then it reappears, and then he can deactivate and activate the red eye. But the several tomo Renegon, nah, that's like how the red one was. As Naruto's like, "Wow, and it's on my right eye. Well, gotta deal with it, I guess." As Naruto walks out of his house after he gets his clothes on, and he's like, "Well, today's gonna be a good day." As he does a front flip, as Kurama says,
"Well, to be honest, I don't know any of the abilities of these eyes. I've never even seen my father use that eye before."
As Naruto's like, "It's fine. I'll find out how to use it somehow. But for now, we'll just do some training, you know." As Naruto sensed some weird chakra. He sensed the chakra of... it feels like gods. But like, he's like, "No way gods are on the freaking earth." As then at the village gate was just freaking destroyed with one gust of a hand sign. As all the Hidden Leaf Village arrive, as Naruto just decided to ignore it. But, of course he's not going to ignore it, but whatever. You'll see. As all the important Leaf Jonin and them are at the village, you get to see 3 people wearing white cloaks. Not cloaks, but yeah, something like cloaks with white skin. They all have white eyes. The first was Momoshiki. The second was Momoshiki's assistant. And the third was Momoshiki's older brother. As I say, we've come here to collect a rather good prize. Have you guys seen it? As they're like, we have no idea what you're talking about. Get out of our village. As they're like, you must not realize who you're talking to right now. As the Leaf Ninja are like, we know exactly who we're talking to. We're talking to you. Now, like we said, get out of our village. As Momoshiki's like, and what are you going to do if we don't? You don't have the power to defeat us. As then my guy gets angry at this and rushes Momoshiki. Momoshiki's about to freaking, not end the guy, but is about to do some damage to him, like slice off his arm or something. As in Naruto looked at guy with his new eye and traded places with him. As in Naruto blocked the attack, kicking Momoshiki in his side, sending him flying back, rolling, and then Momoshiki caught himself. As he says, the Jinchuriki I came here for. Isn't that a surprise? As Naruto does a backflip, as he awakens both of his eyes. Obviously, he has this Several Tomo Renegon and his Several Tomo Red Renashari, or whatever you want to call that thing. As Naruto runs through like 30 hand signs, as he's like, it's time to finish you. As he sends a wood style at them. As they're just jumping through the wood, dodging it easily. As Naruto was behind one of them. As he enters a taijutsu battle. As in the next thing you know, the 2 join. As Naruto's just dodging and sending attacks at 3 of them as they're freaking triple teaming him at the same time. They're kind of like how like Naruto and Sasuke were fighting Momoshiki, but Naruto was freaking Momoshiki when Naruto had his KCM and Sasuke had his Eternal Mangekyo, and yeah, that's how they was. Anyways, so yeah, Naruto's low-key getting creased right now. I cannot cap. Until Naruto gets angry after they're just freaking beating him up, or like ganging up on him, as Naruto holds both of his hands at one of them, saying, "Ah!" as he squeezes them. As then rocks, 2 large rocks just go up into the air as they're holding the Otsutsukis. As these Otsutsukis were not Momoshiki. Momoshiki was the one that wasn't out. As Momoshiki's like, now we can fight. As they both ran at each other. As Naruto pulls out his sword, Momoshiki just uses his hands and hardens it with the earth style. As I hear clink, 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 and flips and kicks and stuff like that. The Leaf Ninja are just watching at this point because there's nothing they can do to help Naruto. Because they're freaking just useless right now. As Naruto's like, Naruto's getting exhausted because he's like, how in the world? As then Naruto finally says, it's time for me to end this. As Naruto runs through some hand signs. As his left eye starts to bleed, the one that contains the black blood with the red Renegon with Tomos. As he runs towards Momoshiki. As he doesn't even plan on dodging him. As Momoshiki stabs him right through the stomach. As Naruto smiles. As all of a sudden there's blood on Momoshiki's stomach. As Momoshiki feels like he had just got stabbed by a sword. As Momoshiki's tripping right now, bro. He's like, what? As then he comes back to reality. As Naruto, as he had put Momoshiki in the Genjutsu where he was just standing still. As when he was in the Genjutsu, Naruto just shoved the sword right through him. It's like, I am an almighty Otsutsuki. How did I get caught in a Genjutsu by the likes of you? As in Naruto's like, so you haven't even noticed my eyes, have you? As Momoshiki looks again, he's like, I've never seen those. Wait, that eye in your left eye. That is the eye that Kaguya has in the top of her forehead. As Naruto's like, well, then I'm beyond that of Kaguya. You should worship me. And she's like, I would never. Mortal. As Naruto's like, well, so be it then. As in, right before Naruto did it, the Momoshiki turned his freaking friend into a fruit and ate that man's. As Naruto was just confused watching him eat the fruit. The Momoshiki got a huge power upgrade as he let out a devilish scream as this blew away a whole bunch of trees. As Momoshiki's just... Now, Naruto's just looking at Momoshiki like, what did you do? Now you look like a freaking weirdo with Super Saiyan 3 hair. But wait. So Momoshiki's like, you don't stand a chance. As Naruto's like, I have to focus all of my chakra to around my body. As Naruto focuses a whole bunch of his chakra to where his chakra is physical, kind of like a lightning cloak, except it looks like chakra, just blue chakra. As this enhances Naruto's speed by tenfold. As Momoshiki has the yellow Tomo Rinnegan, not yellow Tomo, yellow Rinnegan. As Naruto pulls out his sword, as Momoshiki freaking makes his nails long. As then they say 1, 2, 3, go. As then they rush each other. As Naruto throws a punch. As Momoshiki throws a punch as it collides, blowing away a whole bunch of trees. As Naruto's like, now it's time to get serious. As he does a upside down flip, kicking Momoshiki in his head. And then he gives him a kick, sending him flying in the other direction as Naruto runs at him at the speed of light. As Momoshiki catches himself, taking his taijutsu stance. As they enter a taijutsu battle, Naruto kicks him up into the air. As Momoshiki looks at Naruto, pulling him to him. As Naruto's like, what? As the Momoshiki put his hand right through Naruto, as that was a shadow clown, as Naruto was behind Momoshiki. Momoshiki looked back as Naruto threw a fireball jutsu at him, as he held his hand out, absorbing it. As Naruto switched places with the fireball, using his sword, and stabbed his yellow Rinnegan in his hand, and he put his sword so far through it that the sword went all the way up to his elbow, through his hand. Through the palm of his hand, his sword went all the way through his elbow. And then Naruto was behind Momoshiki, the other side of him, as then he kicked him to the floor. As Momoshiki caught himself, creating a huge impact in the ground. As Naruto was under the ground, as he said, Earth style, head on jutsu. As he pulled Momoshiki under, as then he was back on top. As he says, now this'll finish it. As he says, now you're gonna die. As he rips Momoshiki's eyes out. As Momoshiki no longer can see. As Naruto freaking burns his eyes. As Naruto's like, that's what you get for messing with my village. I am the protector of this village. As Momoshiki just can't see anymore as he's just being quiet. As Naruto makes the planetary devastation ball in the sky. Naruto puts his hand at it and motions it to the ground. As it falls to the ground, straight up just killing him. Killing the dude that was in it. As then Naruto gets sucked into a realm where there was just 3 gods surrounding him, which was the people that he just killed, as they say. Well, hi there, Naruto. Oh yeah, Naruto has both of his dojutsus activated. As Naruto's like, huh, you guys, where am I? You're in a realm where nobody can reach except for you and us. As Naruto's like, okay, but why exactly did you pull me here? As they're like, well, it's obvious. As Naruto's like, you lost me. You killed 3 gods. Do you honestly think that you can live the same ever again? You'll never be normal. You killed 3 gods. Now you must get the power of the gods. Well, guys, that's what we're going to end Season 1 of What If Naruto Was Shisui's Little Brother. Don't forget, for Season 2, you have to get 100 likes, and I'll drop the season next week. But, yeah, Dragon Sage game. Oh, yeah, that'd be Christmas week. Yeah. So, Dragon Sage game, we out to do.